Before Dixie starts letting us know we've upset her, let's get back to work and build a slightly more complex trigger. We're going to start with a short video that demonstrates how a slider can be used to change the state of objects on a slide, and even play or stop a media file. After the video, we'll walk through how to build this same interaction step by step using triggers. As you watch the video, you'll see the slider move from left to right. Beneath the slider, there's a label showing the slider's variable, named Trident BIOS, and its current value. When the variable equals 2, you'll see a picture of Dixie and hear her bio. When it equals 3, you'll see Everclear and hear his bio. And when it reaches 4, Fireball makes his appearance with his own story to tell. Dixie is the matriarch of the Grumble, a sassy senior pug who still runs the household from her favorite bed under the desk. She's opinionated, proud, and not shy about letting her brothers know when they've crossed the line. Everclear is the quiet sentinel of the group. He's a light sleeper and always the first to wake up, keeping a cautious distance while standing watch to protect the rest of the Grumble. Fireball lives up to his name, energetic, fearless, and full of personality. Whether he's chasing toys, starting playtime, or cozying up for a nap, he brings constant motion and a little chaos wherever he goes. Now that we've seen what a slider and its variable can do, let's look at how this interaction was built. First, we set each picture's initial state to hidden. When the slider moves to the appropriate position, we want that picture's state to change to normal. When the slider moves off that position, it returns to hidden. This ensures we only see Dixie when the slider is at her position and the variable's value equals 2. When we open the trigger wizard to change the state of Dixie's picture, we select Change State for the action and image, Dixie for the object. Choosing Change State adds a new option in the Action section, the state to apply. Here, we choose Set State, not Toggle. Toggle only switches between hidden and disabled, which isn't what we need. Next, we tell Storyline when to show Dixie's picture. Because the slider drives the behavior, we use when slider moves and choose our slider, Trident BIOS. We don't want Dixie to appear every time the slider moves. We only want her at a specific value. Storyline may pre-populate a broad range. For example, is between 1 and 4. We change that to equals and set the value to 2, so Dixie appears only when the variable equals 2. Now we need Dixie to disappear when the slider moves away from 2. We add a second trigger that sets image, Dixie to hidden when slider, Trident BIOS moves and the variable does not equal 2. That way, only one picture is visible at a time. With those two triggers created, we verify the logic before duplicating the pattern for the others. It's much easier to catch a mistake right after building a trigger than after programming the entire slide. This quick test-as-you-go approach applies to every trigger we build. Small checks now prevent big headaches later. We finish by recreating the same triggers for Everclear's and Fireball's pictures, along with play and stop media triggers to hear their bios.